Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ben Stone. You're watching canalgratis.com. I'm joined once again by Brian Skate from Angling Anarchy, and we are on, what, day 3?
Day 3 of big fish hunt on big fish waters.
Yes, I don't know if you can tell. This is not the ocean. This is Lake St Clair, which is the border water between the United States and Canada. It's this big, huge lake that has a bunch of muskies and has really big muskies. We've been spending the past couple of days out here with Mark Kornoski, who runs a guide service out here, which I'll have linked in the description below. But we've caught some fish so far. Mark can't join us today, so we are out in Brian's boat. Brian and I are on our own. We're going to put our skills to the test and our knowledge to the test that we gained from Mark, and hopefully we can catch some fish today.
Let's hope so, man. We're 2 for 2 as far as catching a fish each day that we've been here. So let's make this the 3rd day in a row that we can put a nice muskie in the boat.
So one of the big things this time of year, literally big, is the size of baits we throw as musky fishermen, and it's a lot of big rubber baits. One of them here that just kind of came out that I kind of helped out with, it's called a flat nose shad. The other one we have here, which is the giant one, this is a 13-inch soft plastic bait. This is the fat nose shad. A lot skinnier, but this one gets a lot more, I guess, drift to it, you could say. The nice thing about having the external stinger ring harness is you can get a lot more hang time out of these. So on Lake St. Clair, a lot of the spots we've been fishing are still pretty shallow. So when we're up in these shallow waters, being able to throw an unweighted soft plastic like this really helps out. I caught a fish on this the other day, just kind of by giving it a really slow roll through the water. So that's what we're gonna be throwing today. All of our fish this trip, whether it's been my fish, Mark's fish, or Brian's fish, have come on these paddle tail soft plastics. That's what I'm gonna be throwing today. Hopefully it produces. That right there is all bait. That is a great sign. The fact that there's bait in this area where we were marking fish yesterday means a lot, because yesterday we didn't really mark a lot of bait. So the fact that we're seeing bait today, and it looks good, it feels good. It's one of those times where it just feels like a fish is gonna eat. Oh, 100% fish, right side. Oh, you can see the fins on this one.
Oh yeah.
Is that about 20 or less? Come on, fish. They're freaking here. That one on the right was so high up, man. There might be another one on the right. 2 maybe. Man, what the heck? Why is these fish have so many fish here? Why do they have to freaking do this? So much like yesterday, we are marking lots of fish on side imaging, which is a good thing, but it's also very frustrating because when you know there's fish and you're casting in the general area they are and nothing's happening, it's a little discouraging. But one thing that we are marking that we didn't really mark yesterday is just a sheer abundance of bait, and it's all along these big shipping docks, this big riprap wall. I guess that's how musky fishing is this time of year. Windows are short. We know there's fish here. Now it's just kind of hoping that window opens on these fish start going. If they start going, there's obviously the potential to knock out multiple fish. So if this spot doesn't pan out, we fish it out for a while, then we are going to make a run to a different spot where we actually caught some fish one of the other days. So that's kind of our plan now. We're just going to keep grinding away and hope one of these fish eventually makes a dumb decision. Well, we just took a ride across the lake. We're on a new spot. This is a spot that we started on the other day, and I caught a fish on, Mark caught a fish on, Brian missed 2. I feel a little bit more confident that we might be able to trick one into biting, but we're gonna putz around in here a little bit, and if it doesn't work, then we'll head back over to where those other fish were and just hope that they go. But right now, we kind of know where fish are. We're just waiting on the fish to cooperate with us.
See anything fishy on the fish? He just come off? Nope, he's there. He's there. Oh, I was not expecting that. You can throw it in that hoop right there. Okay. Boy, that is look at that. Look how fat that fish is. This is a fat little chunker. Looks like he's been caught before. But, all right, well, that was exciting. First contact with a fish. All right. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, shoot.
Well, we've been here for like not even 5 minutes. Brian caught a nice pike on a Poseidon. It's a sign of life. I know if you're from Europe, you're probably like, that's a nice pike. But when we're musky fishing and we get a pike, it's always a little disappointing. Let's get back to work.
Fish. Yep, that's good. It's good fish.
Oh yeah.
Right here, right here. Nope. Right here.
Nice!
Dude, that's a freaking dandy.
Yeah.
That is a dandy, dude. Well, that was like my first or second cast after
Just after the pike.
Okay.
Nice! Oh God. It was worth it.
Yes! Ah!
Well, this is bizarre. Brian literally just let go his pike, and now we got a muskie in the net. We were just talking about how we were kind of, you know, happy with that pike. It showed a sign of life, and looks like our move has already become worth it, because we have a very nice muskie in the bag. We've been here for 5 minutes probably.
Look how he ate that bait. That side is.
God, didn't go.
It is down there. Come here, big girl. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's got a little bit of a ouchie on the tail back here. We'll be able to see it when we put it on the phone. 43 1/4. So not giant, just heavy fish. We'll release her back here. Get her back into this water. These fish are so cold. My hands are freezing. There she goes. Oh my gosh, my hands.
Fish, dude.
My hands are frozen, but I could not be happier about it right now. Man,
Nice.
that is so cool. 2 fish in the boat. The day is made already.
Right.
Everything
just a short
from here
amount of
on
time.
out, it's gravy from here on out. But let's see if we can get one of these St Clair 50s that everybody talks about. I would love to see one of those fish.
So what makes this fish pretty awesome is that we're fishing the other spot, marking all these fish, and both Brian and I kept debating, like, do we stay here, keep casting on these fish, or do we gamble and run somewhere else where we know there's fish? And we were thinking we could stay there and not catch anything, and then we would be kicking ourselves for not traveling to a different spot. Or we could travel to the spot, not catch anything, and then be kicking ourselves for not staying on the other fish. And it just worked out perfectly. We just showed up here, Brian put a pike in, Brian put a muskie in. The day is made. We got a nice fatty St. Clair muskie, but now it's after the big fish. So hopefully we got plenty of daylight left. Things are obviously happening, so I'm gonna get back to work while Brian warms his hands up, but how freaking awesome is that? So like I said, this whole trip, all of our fish, except for a couple of misses, have been coming on swim baits. I got mine on the new Fat Nose Shad. Brian and Mark have both been throwing a Chaos Tackle Poseidon, which is very similar. Truth is, any of these paddle tail swim baits are gonna work equally well. This Poseidon is what just caught Brian's pike and his muskie in probably
Within 4 minutes of each other.
yeah, I mean, within casts of each other, which is freaking awesome. So I'm pumped. I kind of want to catch one now, so I'm gonna get back to casting, but it just, it's crazy how fast things can change. Well, as you can tell, light has kind of faded away. We had a really pleasant day on the water as far as weather goes. The last couple of days were pretty brutal, snow, high winds, cold. We started today off chasing fish that we were marking on imaging. We had bait here, we had fish here. All the signs were there for us to catch fish, and it just didn't happen. So Brian and I made a decision to move spots, and it paid off. I think we just had the timing perfect.
Oh, we timed it absolutely perfect. As soon as we got there, we got the pike, and then a couple casts later, just a couple minutes later, we got that nice fat muskie, which is what you'd expect this time of year.
Exactly. So this was a textbook day of everything kind of going right. We had, you know, we started the day off working, made a decision, the decision paid off. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll have Brian's link in the description to check out his channel. He does a lot of awesome muskie videos. So if you like my videos, you like his videos, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.